This podcast contains strong language and adult themes from the outset.
Finding the funny. Finding the funny. With Ruth and Ange, finding the funny.
So here we are, another episode of Finding the Funny.
Here we bloody are back with you guys.
If you're new around here, Ange and I are sisters. We get together every week and we just talk about the hilarity that is life.
I mean, we just bring a lot of everything, I feel.
A lot. That doesn't make
a lot of
sense.
everything.
We just bring, guys, if you want a real clear description about this podcast, we will bring you a lot of everything.
Yeah, I think that's
everything.
actually very accurate, to be honest.
I've got something to tell you this week.
Oh, okay, yes.
About something that I'm currently wearing. No, it's not that. Don't be filthy. Stop it.
Not any kind of sexy, crotchless panties.
I'm not going to talk about that stuff.
Right.
I'm currently wearing fluffy open-toe slippers. If you don't know what we're talking about, head back and listen to one of the earlier episodes from a couple of weeks ago.
How are you finding them, Pats? What are you
Do you know, this is the first day that I've properly given them a go.
Right, okay.
And I've got my own little climate going on in my feet. It is...
Wow.
It is... It's bloody fantastic.
What are they like? Like, what sort of colour? Are they like are they a crisscross?
They're a crisscross cream fluffy.
You've gone cream.
They were £12 off of ASOS. ASOS. How do you say that?
ASOS. Because
ASOS, yeah.
As seen on screen.
Holy shit. I was today's age when I found out that that's what it means. I've always wondered. Yeah. No.
Yeah. It's as seen on screen is why it's called. So I was like, well, yeah, it would be ASOS rather than ASOS.
As seen on screen. Fucking hell.
Bloody hell, I didn't know you didn't know that, Pat.
Every day's a bloody school day. Welcome to Finding the Funny People. We give you all the inside knowledge here. Yeah. Anyway, they're cream, they're crisscross, they're very comfy. The only thing I would say is my toes are now starting to feel a little cold.
Right, okay.
But the rest of the foot is perfect.
Feeling good. But maybe they'll be better when it is warmer.
That is exactly what I'm thinking, Ange.
Well,
that is what I'm thinking.
For Mother's Day, which obviously like a week ago, whatever.
Yeah.
Both of my children bought me some Ugg slippers. Now, I have had Ugg slippers before.
You didn't get 2 pairs of Uggs.
Oh, no. Yeah, just they put the cash together.
She said both of my children. That could be confusing that they both bought you a pair of Uggs.
Yeah, no. Well, I think most people would know what I was saying.
Shut up,
Paz.
Joint.
Just
Shut up.
Yeah, they bought, and I've had Ugg slippers before, but the ones I've had are like ages old and like literally no fur left in them, just basically cardboard.
Yeah.
So they got me. Oh my good lord!
Bloody life changing, aren't they? When you get new Uggs,
like. Absolutely
bloody life changing.
They are the best slippers in the whole world, without a doubt. And I know they're on the pricey end, but my God,
worth every bloody penny, mate.
They are bloody worth it.
Anyway, I just thought I'd tell you that I'm trying them out, and for everybody that I slagged off for having them, I take it back. I apologise. They're great. They're V-Pats.
They're V-Pats.
They're V-Pats.
Did you see, Pats? I've got to just quickly touch. I know I touched on Gogglebox last week or the week before, I can't remember when.
We are obsessed. And also, Sophie and Pete, if you listen to Finding the Funny, we'd love to have you come on.
Do you know, all my daughter bangs on about, every week we watch, she's going, Mum, you've got to get them on your podcast. You've got to get
Sophie and Pete.
They are so funny.
So funny.
But just wanted to touch on the bit in Gogglebox this week where they had the section on naked attraction. Did you see it?
I mean, that programme.
Judith. She was on.
Yeah. She was a churchgoer, wasn't she?
She was a churchgoer. She was an older lady.
She actually sang, didn't she? All things bright and beautiful.
While those, 5-6 men are standing there with their cocks out. it was the most. I mean, that programme anyway is just
weird, isn't
so weird.
Yeah.
I don't get why anyone would choose to go on as a contestant to get everything out, or go on to find someone. Like, why would you do it?
Isn't it just amazing? Like, for anyone who hasn't seen Naked Attraction, it's a show where people stand in a box and they show the legs and the genitals first, and then they move up to like the torso area, and then they move up to the face. But they have like a contestant in who is picking based on what they're seeing of like genitals, and then obviously breasts when it moves up. But what I just find so awkward is just when the camera like pans round and you're like, oh yeah, penis. It's just like what, like a domino effect of like penis. Like, oh God, I didn't need to see that actually, Channel 4.
And also there was one on this particular one where this man had what they called a chode.
Yeah, a chode. I'd never heard
of that word. So obviously he had to do a Google. And it's basically when a man's penis is wider than it is longer.
Yeah.
And it's called a chode.
What other words are there for the penis? Producer Joe's come up with a couple.
Oh, has he?
Johnson.
Yeah. Or have you seen that advert?
Hang on, wait. Your tallywackle. Or your tallywhack.
Tallywhackle?
Sorry, I got that wrong. He's just put tallywhack.
Tallywhack? I've never heard of a
Get
tallywhack.
Your tallywhack out.
But what about that advert?
For Viagra.
For erectile dysfunction is what it's for. So if you've got, men that got... And literally the advert is all the names that you have for a penis.
So get in touch with us. Let us know what you called a penis as a child or what you call it now. There's loads of ways that you can get in touch with us. You can find us both on Instagram. I'm Ruth Corden.
I'm at Ange Corden. You can also find us on Facebook. Search Finding the Funny Podcast. And you can drop us an email. hello@ruthcorden.com.
We would love to know, have you ever called it a tallywhack?
I also love wiener.
Wiener,
yeah.
Shall we?
Let's, the big question. Zoo. Yeah.
Nice little zoo on the end there.
Yeah, I
the
thought
big
it
question zoo.
Zoo, yeah. I like...
Nice.
Sometimes nice to jazz it up a bit, isn't it?
It's nice to jazz it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had a big question from Hayley on Facebook this week, and she said, when you go to the supermarket and you forget your bags, do you A, buy more, B, run to the car to get them even though that's annoying, or C, fill the trolley with all the shopping and no bags, therefore doing the walk of shame?
I love this message. I have been in this situation more times than I want to.
And that surprises me because, just to let you all know, Ange has a very fetching little leopard print shopper that she has started clipping on her bag, and she is taking... Now, you would never imagine that Ange would be that kind of person, would you? She would put that firmly in dickish behaviour, I think.
I love...
She herself, and me and Ellen, my niece, rip the piss out of her. Oh, you got your little leopard print shopper.
I love my little leopard print shopper.
Yeah,
and it's it's got me out of scrapes a few times.
It's got me out of these situations.
Yeah,
I just buy more bags.
Yeah, you're
honestly. I always forget to take bags. Yeah.
That's why you need to get yourself a little leopard print shopper that you can clip on. So get yourself one of those.
I always forget bags.
Yeah,
always.
That's not good, Pats.
I don't think I've ever been in a position where I've thought, oh, should I go back to my... I've just thought, oh, I'll just have to buy more bags.
I mean, I have had it. And this is kind of what Hayley was getting at with her message. The thing where you go, oh, I've just got to quickly pop into, let's go with Waitrose.
Waitrose. Other supermarkets are available.
So you've got to pop into Waitrose. You're just getting a couple of bits, right?
Couple of bits.
So you get a basket.
Couple of bits. Yeah.
You chuck in a few bits and you think, oh shit, actually, I'll get that while I'm here. I'll need that. Before you know it, your basket is like a mountain.
I hate it.
It's so heavy.
Should I tell you something? Matthew is always a fan of the basket. And I always say my favourite thing to use at the supermarket is the mini trolley.
Yes, your half size trolley.
So I find the big trolley overwhelming.
Too much? Yep. It is. It's so deep. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to fall in.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see you just head first over the bars. Bam, she's in. Bam, she's in.
It's fine putting it in because you just drop it in, but it's getting it out to put it on.
Oh, yeah, because you are short-limbed.
Yeah, short-limbed.
You reaching in.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be fun. Now that I would like to see.
I have to quite often do like a little bit of a tiptoe to reach the, the very bottom end.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, I'm not a fan of your big trolleys.
And it's too cumbersome. It's too big.
Cumbersome. That is the one.
Takes up too much space.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're a shitting nightmare to steer.
Yeah.
They just get on my tits. Yeah. Basically.
I agree.
Your basket, because you'll always pick up more as you wander around. Yeah. Always. Yeah. Guaranteed. Yeah. You'll think, I'll just get that. I forgot we need something. Yeah. Let's pick up one of those.
Yeah.
It's your mid-size. Matthew is obsessed with your basket.
And it
pisses me. It pisses me off.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. When you go with your basket, you end up with more.
Yeah,
it's a mountain. Yeah. It's heavy. And then it's not until you get to the checkout you go, shit, I haven't got any bags, and now I've got shitloads of stuff. And then you're in that quandary. You're in that moment of, right, do I just buy some more bags? Should I just say to the checkout lady, I've just realized, can I just pop to my car? Which then is just actually going to piss everyone off. Or do you literally go, I'm not buying any bags. I'm just going to load the basket back up with the mountain and walk it out to the car.
I've got quite a funny story that sits quite well with this. And I can't believe I haven't told you this yet.
Okay, this is going to be brilliant.
The Waitrose near where I live.
What is it? Sorry, Pats, what is it?
At the Waitrose.
Thank you.
Where I live. You have to go down in a lift, so you park like up quite high, and then you get in a lift and you go down to the supermarket.
Oh, right? Flashy. Yeah, nice.
So I got a basket. Didn't think I'd get that much stuff. Ended up getting more stuff than I thought.
Yeah, classic. Yeah.
And wanted to only pay for one carrier bag, so stuffed this, thinking it's fine. I've only got to walk from the entrance to the lift. I can put it down in the lift, and then I was parked like right by the lift when you get out. Yeah. So had like loads of things stuffed in this bag, tucked a few things under my arm, was like basically a pack horse carrying a million things, right?
Stuff. Yeah.
Get to the lift, out of order. So it was fine when I went down. Got to the lift. There was this guy pressing it, and then this woman in a Waitrose uniform came around and said, "Oh no, we've just had a thing come up that the lift isn't working."
Oh no!
I was like, "What? Is there another lift?" "No, love, that's the only lift." And she said, "You're gonna have, it's 3 flights of stairs. You're gonna have a bit of a problem there." I say 3 flights of stairs isn't a good for a woman of my stature anyway. I'm already thinking, shit, fucking hell, I've got to do 3 flights of stairs. Anyway, basically, long story short, I ended up having to go up and down the stairs because I kept dropping stuff. It was rolling. I dropped something, try and grab it. It would roll halfway down, so I'd have to walk back down, pick it up. It was like a Laurel and Hardy sketch. They'd have sped me up, like running down the stairs. I got to the car. I actually thought I was going to die. I was like this.
Hyperventilating.
Like leaning on my car. Oh my God. And I kept saying to myself as I got in the car, oh my God, those stairs. Oh my God, those stairs. And I was like sweating profusely, shoved all the stuff in the boot, slammed it, got in the car. I mean, I had to wait about 15 minutes before I drove off.
Bloody hell. I mean, that...
And that is why you always have bags.
And that is why you have your leopard print shopper.
Kids, if you're listening, always have your fucking bag.
Leopard print shopper, yeah.
So, what's been getting on your shitting tits this week, Ange?
Okay, so this has come about a bit from last week's chat. If you haven't listened to last week's episode, guys, get back and listen to it, because then this will make a bit more sense. So, we spoke last week about how blokey I am. in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And I had a message from someone that follows me on Gram, and she was basically saying how she totally agrees with me. And then we got into this other chat, and this is what made me think, okay, this is going in shitting tits. I hate it when people use the phrase, I'm going on a date night.
I don't know why this pisses you off so much.
I hate it.
I've used that. I've used that in the past.
Honestly, when people just... Why do you have... Just say, let's go out. Should we go out? You don't have to say, oh, let's... I'm going to... Also, people who, schedule it in. Yeah, so, can you make Friday evening? No, I can't do Friday evening because I'm going on a date night. What the fuck? Just put in your diary going out with the wife, or going to the cinema, or going for a meal. Why do people have to put this, terminology of date night? And if Ian knows how pissed off I get.
I actually don't know what to say. I'm just continually cracking up. To the point where I've lost it, because I'm like, she's just on one. I don't know what to say.
Do you not get what do you not understand where I'm coming from on it? Date.
Well, I've used it in the past.
Well, you've said, oh, Matt, should we go on a date night on Friday?
Well, I've put it on social media.
Oh, for fuck's sake. If Ian knows how much that phrase pisses me off, and if he goes to me, oh, Ange, should we go on a date? And I'm like, fuck off. We're not even going anywhere now. Forget it. You fuck that, because we're not going, because you've called it a date night. Just say to me, should we go out Friday night, Ange? Yeah, great. Let's go out.
I don't know. Why do you have such an issue with it? Why do you take such issues?
I just don't like that term. Don't
you?
No.
You just find it a bit.
I just find it
lame.
Yes.
I find it lame.
Lame. You like that word at the moment. You say you said that a lot recently.
I do. Yeah.
It's just lame, Ange. It's really lame.
It's lame. It's totally lame.
I just don't like. It's like it kind of is all tied up with, like our chat last week. When you've had a great shag, great. That's it. We don't need to make a big deal out of it. This is making a big deal out of shit that doesn't need to be made a big deal out of. I think that's what pisses me off. That's what irritates me.
Yeah, I suppose where this has all come from is when people have got very young children, when do you have the opportunity to really sit down? So I think it's your face. I wish you could see Angie's face, because she's basically looking at me as if to say, honestly, Patty, you are a fucking dick. I'm putting you in dickish behaviour this week. This is horrendous.
I get it. I understand why people say, whether you've got young children or older children, whatever it is, I understand kind of it's important to make that time to do stuff.
Yeah.
Why do we have to put a name on it? Why do we have to dick around with the whole date night shit?
Why can't we dick around with the date night? Why can't we? If I can't give you a reason why we should, why can't you give me a reason why we shouldn't?
Because it's dickish. That's it. Oh dear, Pat.
Look, I know, a little bit of a cough there. Okay, listen, guys, get in touch. What do you think? Is this gonna be a Marmite and split the listenership? We really want to hear about you. I actually might do a poll on Instagram.
That would be a great idea.
The latter end, once the episode goes out.
Yeah.
So listen, if you are in the date night camp, or if you're not in the date night camp, get in touch with us. You can find us both on Instagram. I'm Ruth Corden.
I'm at Ange Corden. You can find us on Facebook, search Finding the Funny Podcast, or you can send us an email, hello@ruthcorden.com.
And we genuinely want to know, because I would like to come back next week. This could be like the bed making thing all over again. If you don't know what we're talking about, there was an episode a while back. Yeah, well, but go back and listen, because it's a good opener, that, and there's some funny bits in there about bed making. But this could be the same split, I reckon. We could create the same splittage. And
I'm really interested to see who is with me.
Yes,
on the date,
and who is
date
with
night
me.
Shit.
Yeah. Let's do some dickish behaviour. We had a dickish behaviour this week in from Amber. And she said people with stickers in their car windows, e.g. football teams, etc. I'm totally with you, that's dickish.
Oh, it is.
I don't care if you're a Luton Town Wanderer.
No. Are they
I
Wanderers?
don't care if you're up the Luton Town.
Are they Wanderers, Luton Town?
No, they're just called Luton Town.
Oh. Okay.
I meant a wanderer as in like someone who's like way up the Luton Town. Do you know what I mean? Not necessarily like, you know, I don't care.
I was thinking of Wickham Wanderers.
Wickham Wanderers. Yeah, I mean, I don't care if you like Leeds or Luton or Wickham or...
I don't need to know that shit about you from your car window.
No.
The sticker that really, or the little sign that really gets to me is the baby on board shit.
Oh, God, I hate it.
Because I think, when I see a car with one of them in the window, I think, do you know what? I was going to ram the backside of your car.
Oh,
but I'm
Ange,
not.
Come on now.
No, I'm not going to now because you've got a baby on board.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
I also think when I'm behind that, are they? Are they definitely on? Because that baby is not on board 24/7.
No.
But you know the one that I hate. The baby on board thing annoys me. But you know the one that really, really grinds my gears.
Oh, nice. Yeah, go on.
Powered by Fairydust. Now we've also had somebody message a couple of times to talk about fluffy steering wheels, and it's all that shit, isn't it? Normally on a Ford KA, shit car. Normally on a Ford KA, shout out to anyone who drives a KA. It's normally cream,
right?
With like pink stickers,
accessories,
or glitter round the back of the car. Pink fluffy steering wheel, teddies. People who fucking put teddies on the dashboard of their car.
What is that about?
Like 35-year-old women with lined up teddies, and then you will see they'll pull out in front of you, and you'll think, oh God, here's one fluffy steering wheel, load of teddies. Out they come. It's fucking hell, powered by Fairydust. Bollocks. That is dickish. Stop it. If you do that, stop it.
Why would you choose to put one of those on your car and then decorate the shit out of it?
Sure, if you're 17 and you've just passed your test, cool. Look, do what you want. It's new. It's a new vibe. It's a new. I mean, even then,
it's still
but
you're bordering.
You can sort of, but anything above 18.
Yeah, you shouldn't be dicking around with your car.
I did see one once actually that actually made me laugh. That said, I'm only speeding because I really need a poo. Which I actually thought was quite funny.
You do get the random ones. They're actually quite funny.
Yeah, and you think, I mean, I still wouldn't have it, but you sort of, you sort of stop behind it and you think, oh, that's quite funny.
Yeah,
I need a poo.
Yeah.
But like, mum's taxi and like, the world's best auntie drives this car. Oh, God.
Also, people that put their university stickers in their car.
Oh, my God. I mean,
why? Why are you putting in that you were at Bristol University?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit you've been there,
no.
mate.
The class of 2010.
All that
no
shit.
one cares. No one cares. We're with you, Amber.
We are very much
Any
with you,
kind
Amber.
of stickers in your car.
Yeah.
Just dickish.
Yeah, very dickish. Right, we had a dickish behaviour in from Yusra on the gram. And she says, when my retired neighbours talk to me when I am leaving the house to go to work.
Dickish. Do you know, I love my neighbours, and I think a couple of my neighbours listen, so I love them dearly.
You better say that.
I do.
You better say that, yeah.
But sometimes, do you wait in your car?
Oh, all the time. I sometimes do a drive around the block.
I mean, that is commitment to the cause.
I've sometimes pulled up. Shit, Dave's out there. I'll just go round the block.
God,
now you know my neighbour's Dave.
Yeah.
But I don't think Dave listens. I hope Dave.
I reckon Dave loves listen. I think he's
shit.
If I know Dave like I think I do, he'll fucking love finding the funny.
Yeah.
And also the coming back from, I mean, I actually think coming back from work is worse because you've got no excuse, have you? Because if you're going to it, you can be like, yeah, great, hi, oh, funny, yeah, oh, God, your cat pissed on the carpet, oh, that's really funny, God, shut the fuck up. Through gritted teeth, you're like smiling. Get the social cue, guys, get the social cue. You're retired, you've got jack all to do.
You've got nothing to do. Yeah.
I should have left the house 20 minutes ago.
I'm already
fucking late already.
Yeah.
But you can sort of do the, like, get in the car, open the door.
Yeah. Morning. Bye. Quick, get in.
Bang, gone.
Yeah.
When you pull up and you're coming back, what excuse have you got? That's
why you always have to do a drive round. Like,
there's a point, isn't there, where it gets just awkward.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
sometimes I'm just like, I don't actually want to talk to you now.
No.
I don't actually really care, Dave, that you've cut your grass again for the 5th time this week. Right, okay. I really hope Dave doesn't listen. But Dave is obsessed with his lawn. Fucks me right off. I hear a mower. I think, fucking hell, that's Dave. He's cutting his grass again, Dave.
He's got nothing else to do.
That's what I mean.
He's retired.
Yeah.
Do you think retired people are just living a life? They're like, yeah.
They are pissing over all of us. They really are. They are literally like, oh yeah, I've got nothing to do. I'm going to cut my grass. I only did it yesterday, but I'll give it a little trim.
And then I'm going to stand out front at 5:20 because I know they'll be back from work within 5 to 10 minutes.
And they've probably had a really shit day, and I'll just finish it off.
And they're going to get out and they're going to think, great, Dave's here.
Yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave. Yeah, hi.
But there comes that point, doesn't it? Where producer Joe just asked a brilliant
I've never seen it.
Joe's asked if I ever done a slide through to get out of a conversation. I think I'm going to try it. We have done a lot of good throwbacks to previous episodes.
We have, yeah.
If you haven't listened to the slide through episode, that chat in general is just so funny. It's called Bake Off and Bad Parking is the episode, and it is worth a listen. But like, you get to that when you're like, the thing that I hate is it's like, you stood by your front door, you got your keys in the hand. You sometimes even put the key in the door.
Yeah.
And you're still there going, ha, yeah. And then there's a silence. You're like, right, anyway. Oh, did I tell you what happened yesterday? No, you didn't. What about the postman? No, God, you haven't. Sadly, you didn't tell me that story. And you're into like another 5-minute chat. And all you're thinking is, I love that I've got good neighbours, but right at this moment, I just
want to go in.
Yeah. Get into your house and leave me alone.
Oh, yeah.
But it is, I think, that is when they want to have a chat with you, that is a brilliant observation by Yusra. That
very,
is,
very good. Yeah. And straight away, I was like, yeah, Dave.
Brilliant. Yeah, Dave. Dave goes in that
Our Don't Go There section this week, we decided to talk about a subject that has kind of been mentioned a few times. And we had a message through from Bonnie on the gram, and she says, why is it so hard to ask for help? And I, like, when we were doing our prep for this, I was like, I fall into that category all the time. I'm so bad at asking for help for anything and everything, I think. And I don't know why.
I was thinking about this after we did our prep, and I was thinking, I would say that I am quite good at asking for help, but it depends what it's about for me. And I think it comes back to, like, there is a real vulnerability, isn't there, when we put our head above the parapet and say, for whatever reason, I'm really struggling, or I can't, the moment you admit I can't do this on my own, there is a sense of, oh, that feels really vulnerable. Like, I'm sort of putting it out there to people that I may be struggling with something, or. But I think for me, it very much depends on what I'm asking for help for, because I don't ever want to be a burden to people.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think that's where it comes from for me. So I would say I'm quite good at accessing help and support, like, around my own mental health, or if I think things are difficult in my life. But if I, in terms of like talking to friends or close family members and saying, oh, I'm really struggling with this, or because I know that everybody's got their own stuff going on in their life.
Yeah, definitely.
And I know that the people who I'm closest to in my life would would never see me as that, would say, of course, you're not, like, we're here for you and we love you and we care about you. But there is a sense, isn't there, that you're like, oh God, I can't, I can't bang on about this again.
Say that again.
I can't continue to, like, bring this up or talk about it, or, I've got to manage this on my own. And I definitely think for me, it's about not wanting to burden people.
Yeah. I think that's probably where a lot of mine comes from. Yeah. Predominantly is that thing of, oh, I can't ask it. I'll be fine. I'll just get on and do it. I'm definitely wired that way. I'm a real, like, I don't, even if I'm absolutely, like, I cannot do this, I'm really, I'll still just go, oh, I'll be fine. I'll get that done. I'll do that tomorrow, or I'll get that day and then I'll do it and I'll be fine. I don't need to ask anyone for any help. And I actually think it is something I do need to get better at doing.
Yeah. I'll never forget this. I mean, this is going back years and years and years, when you had that little health scare about your thyroid.
Yeah.
And I remember you phoned me and you said, would you come to the appointment with me? Like, Ian can't, he's got something really important. I think he had an interview, or there was something that he absolutely couldn't get out of.
Yeah.
And I know that for you to do that, you must have been anxious about, and obviously it turned out that everything was fine. But I think with you, you have to really, really get to the end of your resources.
I absolutely do. Yeah. I think that is why that can be so dangerous.
Yeah.
Because then you almost kind of get to that kind of breaking point before you'll actually speak up and say, can you help me? Or I'm struggling with this, or I've got to go and do this, and I'd really like you to come with me. I do think it's quite dangerous to get to that point. And I agree. I actually, when we sort of decided to talk about it, I did sort of, it really resonated with me, because I know I don't, even to the point where I notice now with Nella, and I don't know whether it's like a girl boy thing, Joel probably doesn't notice as much, whereas she does. But she'll sometimes say to me, Mum, like, she actually on Saturday, I can't remember, I had loads of stuff to do on Saturday, can't remember now exactly what, but anyway, and she said to me in the morning, because she could tell I was like a little bit, just getting a little bit eggy, a little bit stressy, I was a bit hormonal. Yeah. And she said to me, Mum, I want you to find half an hour today to do something for yourself.
Yeah.
Now, that really, like, it was like a freaking bolt from the blue, because I'm like, here's my 14-year-old daughter giving me some pretty big advice and kind of identify. And I think that's the thing with me. I don't identify when I'm at that point of, I've got to do either something for me or ask for some help. Yeah. Because I'll just keep on going. And I think that was the thing for me with that question. Why do people find that so? And I think it is probably just because I am that person that just keeps going, doesn't really kind of identify, actually, you need to stop now, or you do need to ask for some help.
I think the person that helped me to understand this much more was Brené Brown. I don't know if anybody's heard of Brené Brown, but she talks a lot about kind of vulnerability, and when we open up our vulnerability, because actually when you asked me to come to that appointment with you, there was I felt really touched that you'd asked me. I was like, yes, of course. Like, I don't want you to go to that on your own. I obviously don't want to push you if you wanted to go on your own. Yeah. But, and I think the way that Brené Brown talks about vulnerability and how when we're vulnerable and when we do that, we welcome this sense of community. Yeah. And when we're able to share with people the stuff of ourselves that we do perhaps think could feel like a burden or feels, and vulnerability does create a new layer of relationship and a new layer of friendship. And essentially when we're asking for help, that's what we're doing, isn't it?
We're sort of totally.
Saying, I'm really vulnerable in this and I don't really know what to do or where to turn. So I think, Brené Brown's got a podcast. Obviously, Brené Brown is incredibly well known, but if you haven't checked out her stuff, I think that's a really good way to start. And I suppose don't see it as asking for help, but maybe see it as, I don't know, changing the dynamic or deepening your friendship or your relationship with somebody, because it's often in those moments that people feel more able to then, when they're in difficult situations, say, oh, well, I've got this relationship with Ange. Like, we've built that foundation, and she is somebody that I can go to. Because if you're thinking it, if we're thinking it, there's loads of other people that are worried about
feeling the same. Yeah.
So, yeah, great question.
Yeah, really good, and really, has really made me think, actually, Bonnie. So, yeah. Thank you very much for sending that in.
Well, look, we hope you've enjoyed this week's episode.
Yes.
Another one done. We've told you all the places that you can get in touch with us and that you can find us and, interact with us. But we'll be back next week helping you to find more of the funny.